Hi, everybody. I'm Roy Firestone. You know, Christmas is a 24/7, 365-day holiday. There are year round Christmas stores selling lights and all kinds of decorations and trees and Christmas toys. But there really is just one full time, real life Christmas Santa helper. His name is Victor Baird, and after working for decades in electronics, Victor wanted to give back to the public in a kind of Christmassy way. So Victor began repairing Christmas animated toys, and in his Florida office and workbench, Victor has actually rescued literally hundreds, maybe thousands of Christmas toys from the trash heap. To quote the song Handyman, Victor fixes broken hearts and lost keepsakes and family heirlooms and memories, and mostly toys. Victor Baird joins us now. Well, welcome, Victor. Thank you very much for joining us. You know, there is a little picture outside your office, and we're going to show it now to the folks. This is a reminder of your mom. Your mom was a charitable person. She was in nursing, and she was part of a food bank in Toronto. But why do you keep that picture outside your office while you repair these toys?
I guess it reminds me of her kindness to people. Um, I never thought such a small little thing would be a reminder, but it says happy holidays. My mom loved all the holidays. It wasn't just Christmas, it was Halloween, it was Easter. And it's just a good reminder when I look up that she's up there looking down on me and I'm able to, help people out like she did.
You know, people have called you Mr. Christmas. I know you're kind of reluctant to take that title because there's a company named Mr. Christmas, and
Right.
you repair toys for Mr. Christmas. But as we take a look now at your workplace, and we're going to roll some video of this, it's so dazzling. If people can see this, look at all the toys and all the things that Victor has either repaired or is about to repair. Take us through a little tour of this and how long it's taken you to put this together.
This is probably about 7 years of collecting. And this is nothing. I switch things out every 3 years. So I've probably got hundreds of different units. What I usually do is I have to switch them out because I'm always reinventing parts, what people are now looking for, because things wear out at different times.
You know, the thing about this is there's so much joy in what you do. And I almost envy you. You
Fun
get
job.
it is, and you get a 365 joy. I know you don't repair all year long, but you get the joy of doing this Christmas stuff all year long. Is there any bah humbug to what you do?
Sometimes you'll get phone calls, disgruntled people, that, they have bought something, it doesn't work, it's 3 days before Christmas, and they're in a panic. They've got a party.
Yeah.
Their Christmas tree's not lighting, or,
Do you feel the pressure? Is there actual
oh,
pressure?
yes, I call it a Christmas emergency. That's what I call it. But most people are very humble. Um, you know, Christmas is the time of year that everybody is giving, and that's what I try to do. And everybody's happy. Should be happy anyway.
Yeah, we have some video of some of these amazing animated toys, and we're going to roll some of those now. And take us through some of this. I guess this is a carousel, which I
So you
know.
got a Mr. Christmas parachute ride, very part of the World Fair series. This is one of my favorite carousels. This is the double decker. This was made probably in the early 2000 range.
Mm-hmm.
Very well built. I love it because it's very antique looking. It's
Yeah.
got the nice wood base, but it just has that nice antique feeling, and it's very popular. A Nesco product on the right that was made probably 80s or 90s.
Wow.
Then you have the Mr. Christmas Toy Factory. Very whimsical. You'll see the gifts running through the belt. Grandchildren just love it.
You know, that's an important word, Victor. Whimsy, joy. Have we lost some of that with the tense times we're in?
No, it's funny. I've always been a happy person. My wife says I'm too happy. Uh, and this kind of fits into my whole, unique personality. It's fun to engineer, it's fun to fix, it's fun to help people on the phone. I love talking to people. I hate when you call somebody and all you get is, nobody. So I try to answer and try to help everybody I can. During the holidays, I get hundreds and hundreds of phone calls a day.
Incredible. You really are. You are the toy man. I mean, you really are.
Well, this is an odd business. I always say this because when I came up with this idea, my wife thought I was absolutely nutty because nobody's ever done it, right?
Yeah. Right.
But I knew I had the expertise and the business sense to put it together, and it was right from scratch.
Hmm.
And it's taken quite a few years, but now it's really come together nicely.
It's I've only met Victor fairly recently, and I had some broken toys, and I was told that this is the Christmas man. This is Mr. Christmas, and we've become friends. I want to show the folks these cool rides that I call them rides that you have fixed, you have lit or repaired. This is the Sledders. Take us through this.
Yeah, the Sledders was made by Mr. Christmas Ford Department 56 back in the 2000 range. But it's a wonderful unit. If you don't have a lot of space and you just wanted a couple of things, this Sledder unit is perfect. It's very simple, doesn't have any computer boards in it.
Hmm.
And, once you get it set up perfectly, it'll run for years.
And then we have the roller coaster. This is mine as well. I did not
Oh,
have
yeah.
this. This roller coaster was broken for years, and Victor, Mr. Christmas, fixed it for me. Look at those roller coaster rides. Is it mostly just bands and gears, or is there sometimes a surprise that you have to fix with it?
Usually it's motors, gears, and belts. It's a very sought after unit. There was no belts for it or anything before I started, and people were throwing them in the garbage.
Yeah,
But it's a
I did.
wonderful unit. It's not too big and it fits perfect, and a lot of trained people love it.
I also would. I love the teacups. This is another piece of mine that Victor just repaired. This is also a throwback item from the World's Fair, I guess. Tell us about
Oh
this one.
yeah. They made some great stuff back in the 2000 range. But the teacups is, you go to Disney. I've ridden the teacups before. It's just one of those things you see in a carnival. So it's glad they made the miniature and you can enjoy them. Of course, as I said, in their Christmas display, train display. It's a fantastic piece.
Do you feel sometimes disappointed that you can't fix a toy and you have to disappoint your
Oh,
client?
sure. You know, Today people spend a lot of money in shipping. Shipping is very expensive.
Oh, I know. I just
And
tried to ship something the other day. It was ridiculous.
I try to scrutinize things first. Has it been in an attic? Has it been in a garage? A lot of stuff that people, store, and I understand, we don't have the storage. We got to store them in a garage attic. It's detrimental to those units. Dries
Okay.
out the plastics, the belts. So, you know, I'm very disappointed when I can't do it, but people understand, when you store stuff and, I have no control over certain things, especially you plug wrong adapters in. That's a
Yeah.
famous one. And that's
It,
because everybody after Christmas shoves them in a bag.
yep. And they break. And the heat may melt some of the plastic or some of the bands or whatever.
People pull them out and they just start sticking them in the holes. They say, oh,
Yeah.
this fits, and they'll plug them in. Don't match up voltages. And that's very detrimental and that's not repairable.
I want you to tell a couple of quick stories very briefly about the joy that you've got in return. I think you told me there was either an autistic or some kind of disabled family or
Yeah, so
child.
I've done thousands of people. And I've sold thousands of parts. And I've had some people contact me. They've had an artistic child. One had two carousels, and the child was very, disarray because they were used to having that in their room.
Mm.
So the gentleman sent me one. I didn't quite have the parts for it, but I was able to modify things,
Hmm.
able to get one back, the other one back, and the child was just so thrilled. They even sent me a little video
Wow.
just saying thank you. I had a guy. Oh, I had a couple. This, I think it was last Christmas, the Christmas before. And he contacted me in October. I don't usually do repairs in October. And he says, can you do me a favor? I want a couple of things fixed. My doctor said it's probably going to be my last Christmas.
Oh,
And,
God.
and it broke my heart. No, what am I supposed to say? No. So I said, sure. So he sent them in. He had two houses. He had a house in Florida. So the whole family was going to come down for Christmas. Anyway, I got the units all done. He was so thrilled.
Ah,
So after Christmas, everything was over. I didn't hear from him again. But I had a gentleman call me. He says, I'm sorry to call you, but I'm a neighbor of the gentleman you fix the stuff for. I forget his name. And he said, I just want to thank you. You made his Christmas so special.
see, this is it, man. This is what. And who is the gentleman? Maybe it's the same gentleman who sent you the Christmas cards every year, thanking you
No,
every.
he sends me a Christmas card now every Christmas. And I'll show you. He's an artist. He makes these. He
Wow.
draws these on canvas and he prints them
Wow.
and he sends me, and inside he tells me the story, and he always thanks us for helping him out. I mean, I just, in a normal business, you wouldn't see this type of stuff.
That's right.
Calls all the time for people that are just thanking me. Their grandkids are thrilled because they've had something for 30 years. And,
Yeah.
the grandkids go, well, where is it? And they said, well,
Yeah.
we're sorry, it's broken and I'm able to resurrect it.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. I'm one of those grown-up kids because I had a lot of broken toys, and you've fixed all of them or are fixing them as we speak, and that's what we're going
Yeah.
to do now. We are going to roll, and people will be blown away by this because I was. This is my Christmas village, and Victor has repaired and will repair many of the pieces that weren't working. Victor, take us through this. I know you love my village, but
Oh yeah, sure. So your display is beautiful because it's got the Lionel train. Off to right in front of us here, that's a Mr. Christmas. That's a small train set. That would be good for somebody that doesn't have a lot of room and it's just one contained unit. Off to the back, you have the ski hill by Department 56. But I love the trains just running through the whole, villages. You've got those beautiful mountains. In the front here, we have all the Limacs. We have the Kringles Cottage. We have the Tinseltown Truffle Factory. In the back, I'm sure you have some Department 56 houses.
Mhm.
One of the things that pop, and it's one of my favorites, it's the Grand Ferris wheel, and that spins and it has all the fancy lights.
Yep.
I know you do have a parachute in the back there, probably on your right.
Parachute toy, amusement park toys. Do
Yeah.
you ever look at this stuff? At this point, you're a veteran. You've been doing this for a long time. There's the ski lift, by the way.
Oh yeah, that I love that. I think that I was doing some research. I think that's made in Austria.
Yes, it is. But do you look at this stuff with the same kind of wonder, or are you grizzled veteran now? "Ah, I've seen it all. I've done it all."
You've never seen it all or done it all. There's so much Christmas stuff out there, and not even Christmas. You've got every part of the year. They're coming out with new stuff. There's so much old stuff. It takes time, but I always every week somebody will call me and they'll send me a picture. I'll go, geez, I didn't know that existed, and
Wow.
it's like a new experience.
It really is something. It really is beautiful.
One of the rides I do like on yours, you have a Limax in the back there. I think it was called the Spin Out.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a nice
You
carnival
can
ride.
see it. As a matter of fact, it's right over the roller coaster. You see that, folks? You see that where the lights are blinking behind it?
Yeah,
That's
and
that.
in front you have the Cyclone or the Grand Roller Coaster by Mr. Christmas.
Uh
In
huh.
the back, you have a smaller version of a Ferris wheel.
Right.
And that's also Mr. Christmas. You've got the swing carousel right in the center there.
Are there
And
things that you would like to design, even if you had a chance to do it, that you said they don't have one of these? Are there anything like that in
You
these
know,
Christmas
Roy,
packages?
I think if I was younger, maybe, but you know, I guess I'm getting up there where in maybe 10 years I'll start to retire. So I'm just going to help people as much with the current stuff, which is keeping me busy alone. But there
Yeah.
is, some ideas I've always had, but I don't think they'll ever get implemented in my lifetime anyway.
Well, Victor, we're out of time. Where can people contact you? Do it verbally, and we'll also display it visually.
Okay. So I have a website, Happy Holiday Parts. You can also call me at 954-575-3487. Also, you can email me at suntronics@msn.com. And if you have a Mr. Christmas item and you forget, you can always go to their website. I'm down at the bottom under repair, and you can just have a link and it flips over to our website.
Well, as I said before, there's a song called "The Handyman." You may remember James Taylor singing it, and the line is, "You fix broken hearts, I know, 'cause I truly can." And you fix a lot of broken hearts, and you know you truly can.
Oh, yeah. One of my wishes,
Yeah,
I may not be here in 30 years, but my wish is either somebody or my children to continue on, or everybody's children to keep their parents, items and
yeah,
give them to their grandkids. Let's
yeah,
keep it going because
yeah,
they're wonderful items.
yeah.
And, it's just one of those things. That's my wish.
Well, you have a wonderful business. I know it's sometimes a little frustrating and maybe demanding at times, especially
Oh,
holiday.
yes.
But I got to tell you, you bring a lot of joy to a lot of people, Victor Baird.
I'm so happy. And I'm happy to help people.
Yes. Victor Baird is my friend, and I wanted to introduce him to all of our audience. Thank you for joining us, Victor. And
Thank you.
early Merry Christmas.
Yes, thank you. My Christmas starts January the 1st.
Thank you, Victor.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us, everybody. We'll see you next time.